is Sound Off 60, Southwest Louisiana's premier sports talk television show. Sound Off 60 is presented by Tarver Ford in Sulphur. Give us a chance to earn your business. And by Jack Daniel's Bar and Grill at Lauberge Casino Resort. Here are the boys, Rick, Scooter, and Kevin.
Boys and girls, welcome back to Jack Daniel's here at Lauberge Casino. Boy, we got a full slate of some football and draft talk to talk about. A little bit of baseball in the second half hour and a whole lot going on, people. All right.
Ricky.
Yeah.
Off the bat. Now, you know LSU's got to feel good about themselves. Not only because of the guys that were drafted, and it's going to go off and have great careers.
Does it occur to you they got to replace all those people?
They do.
Does that dull your enthusiasm
just a
little bit?
But let me say this. You got 9 guys. 9 guys. That's
8 underclassmen, am I counting that right? Yeah.
Scooter, am I right?
8 juniors and one senior got drafted.
I
thought, well,
there was a free agent.
Free agent senior.
I think all 9 of the draftees
are all undergraduate. Yeah. Okay.
What's your point?
What's your point?
How many did Bama have?
9.
No, they didn't. They had 7.
No, they had 9.
They had 7. No.
You got to get your facts right before you get
all bubble here.
They had 7, I thought, Scooter.
No, and Florida State had 10.
God dog it.
That's where it is.
Tally on that, man. I was gonna brag on my guys.
Hate to put a downer on your party.
Well, if you read the paper occasionally, you would have known
I looked at the draft and I said that's what my final count was, but apparently there's some guys in with free agency that I didn't pick up on.
No, I'm not talking about free agents. We're just talking about drafts.
But I thought that they had 7.
No, they had 9.
It's all a competition to you, isn't it? It's all a competition.
Does that change the score?
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Not really.
All right, we're going to get on LSU's draft. We're going to get on LSU's draft.
I tell you, you want to bring up LSU, I'll give you an amazing stat.
Yes. You're going to do it now, or you're going to wait till we're talking about it?
Yeah, while we're going. Of that, the year before last, the game of the century, LSU and Bama.
Yeah.
So far, in 2 drafts, 31 players from that game have been drafted.
Are you serious? From both?
That's
and
amazing.
they're not done yet. There's still a few that were freshmen that year.
Yeah.
But
that's
so far,
have they all stuck?
Well, no. Some of them just got. Most of them just got drafted this weekend.
Unbelievable.
The SEC championship game that year, LSU and Georgia, 28 from that game have been drafted.
So
hang on to that thought. Hang on to that thought because of the draft, because of what Florida State did with 10 or 11 draft picks by the Seminoles and Alabama and Georgia put a lot of them too. I want to get into that. Okay. Does that validate?
No
does
doubt
that validate
the
final argument of the SEC being the conference of the country, so to speak, from a power standpoint? All right. Off the news, if you, I don't want to be a downer to you, Guidry, but you know, with all this draft talk going on, LSU has had to deal with some negative stories making headlines across the state. Star running back Jeremy Hill arrested over the weekend in Baton Rouge for an alleged punch of a bar patron outside of a club. Don't know the name of the club. You may know. Pardon?
Reggie's.
Yeah.
How would you know that? From the police blotter or what?
Yeah, it's a well-known.
It's there in Tigerland. I don't go. I mean, it's kids.
You don't frequent. Okay, I just had to ask that. All right.
But I know where it is.
I don't know all the ins and outs.
Yeah.
You guys, I have to depend on you guys with the spotty history of Jeremy Hill and his problems in the past. And also Theron Simon arrested Theron in his hometown. Theron in Eunice for, again, an alleged disturbance with the police in Eunice.
He just told the officer, "Do you know who I am?"
Well, I don't know if he said that. Were you in Eunice that night? I don't know.
He said he owns it.
He owns Eunice. Who knows?
I've been to Eunice. He don't own much.
Who knows?
I called my roommate, Chris Carey, and said, "Chris, what is this?" He said, "Kevin."
Well, but here's the overriding factor of this, especially the Jeremy Hill. Did they not learn from the shady Bar Institute? Come on.
Have we not learned that they will never learn?
They will never learn.
I mean, they will grow up someday,
and the
most
thing is,
of them. But they don't learn.
But the caveat to Jeremy Hill, he's already had to overcome a much more serious charge of an alleged sexual situation.
Both of them.
I know, but look, it's still charges.
You know, on the surface, this wouldn't be that big of a deal, and there is new information coming out that apparently he was in this. There's a good video of it that the police
I have not seen it. Have you?
No, I haven't seen the video, but I have heard the police describe it.
Okay.
And it is Jeremy Hill hitting the guy kind of side back of head. A unidentified white male throws the deciding punch that knocks the guy down.
Okay. But clearly Hill was involved.
But he clearly was involved.
Yeah.
And even after looking at the video, supposedly he said he wasn't.
Yeah.
And it's clear it's him. And the other guy, the reason they think it may not be a football player, well, one, he's white, but
we don't have white football players. Okay.
I don't know where that came from, but go ahead with that.
But nobody recognizes him. So if he is a football player, he's not a very prominent one.
But I just think that
this has to bother you, Kevin. This has to bother you, Kevin.
Thing, guys. You know, back when I was in school, we went into bars. Nobody bothered us. But see, this is where you have to grow up and be mature.
But nobody had cell cameras.
Nobody had cell cameras and video cameras and.
Still, you have to be aware of your surroundings. If somebody's going to challenge you, Rick, you know that's a reason why. You should know that. And most of the times, these guys are going to get challenged.
You should know that they will never learn.
And you're right. But the thing is, these kids
every time an incident happens, let this be a lesson to y'all. It isn't.
Yeah.
You're 20 years old, a stud running back, and you're bulletproof.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, and it compounds.
And you know it. And you weren't. You were the model citizen.
We never did that.
But you had guys in your class that did the same thing.
I did.
But this compounds the issues at LSU with the Shady Bar incident and, Jordan Jefferson and then Duran Matthew. And
up until the Shady's Bar incident, I mean, it had been 3 years for Les Miles had a call from the cops.
Yeah.
You know, something like
look,
that.
And that's, what has
really
happened at Alabama?
Ryan Perilou to Shady's Bar.
Yeah. But look, if you dig deep and you cover the SEC very, very closely, these things are happening in Alabama. They're happening at Georgia. They're happening everywhere. But because LSU is LSU, we have to talk about this.
I would rather.
And Simon, it's draft night.
Yeah.
Now, he didn't go in the first round.
It's the night before Thurl Simon Day.
I know.
He's
going to get a key to the city.
I mean, he didn't hurt anybody.
No.
He just acted like an ass.
Yeah.
And then that one.
But
I'm guessing. There's two versions.
Did the police overreact?
Yes, they did. I mean,
hold on.
Eunice is this big. Eunice is this big, Scooter. Come on now. Eunice is this big.
Well, like I said, he says he owns Eunice. He ain't got much. But, I'm guessing, and I would love to have been there. I mean, and Thurl Simon had a little bit of a checkered past. He was suspended. In the synthetic marijuana game that we call it, along with Spencer Ware and Honey Badger. Somewhere in between, an off-duty cop just on his way home who just friendly reminder, hey, you probably need to move that car. And Thurl Simon's, I didn't do anything wrong, but he's with his high school buddies. He's feeling bulletproof and on top of the world and showing off in front of them. When he says, I own this town, was he saying it facetiously? I don't know. But I'm guessing it's somewhere in between. In the overall scheme, I mean, they canceled Thurl Simon. And the mayor wasn't even going to cancel Thurl Simon Day. Until from what I heard, Thurl's family said, hey, this would be a little embarrassing to have to go to Thurl Simon Day.
Let's not do that. All right, guys. That made some headlines. We're going to get into the more positive stuff, all the Tigers that went in the draft. We'll talk about the Saints draft. We'll talk about a whole lot of stuff coming back. But we do want to let the folks know in some big news. On Monday, LSU head football coach Les Miles will be here at Jack Daniels and Lauberge Casino.
Tuesday.
Did I? No, he will be here Tuesday, but we will have a special show airing with him on Monday.
Next week's show.
That would be, what's the date on that, folks? That would be what? Is that May 6th?
May 6th.
May 6th.
May 6th.
The May 6th show Monday will be all centered around Les Miles and also head basketball coach Johnny Jones.
Yes.
And Lady Tigers head coach Nikki Caldwell.
Yes.
All that, a lot of purple and gold on
Big
Sound
show.
Off 60.
Big show.
Next Monday, May 6th, we're doing a special
They're going to be here
pre-taping.
for that Tiger tour, and I think you can get tickets to the door if anybody's watching tonight.
Yeah, our tickets are still available.
Which would be Tuesday, is that the 31st?
That would
The
be
30th.
That's
April 30th.
30th tomorrow, yeah.
All right, so
April 30th, yes.
we'll remind you throughout the
Here
show
at
that Les
Lauberge,
Miles
at
will be.
what do
the
y'all
event
call
center.
it, the main event center?
Yeah,
Event
a
center,
lot of
yes.
Tiger folks will be here. All right, short pause. When we come back, we'll get into the LSU draft and also the Saints draft and a whole lot
Yes.
more. Coming back to Jack. Stay right here.
Sound Off 60 is brought to you by Tarver Ford in Sulphur. Give us a chance to earn your business. And by Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at Lauberge Casino Resort.
So Todd, there's Truck Month, then there's Tarver Ford Truck Month. What happens here?
Well, at Tarver Ford, you got 2013 XLT V8, two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive crew cab pickup trucks, $12,000 off MSRP. You also have 2012 model Lariat four-wheel drive diesels, King Ranch diesel at $12,000 off MSRP. And they all come with lifetime oil changes and lifetime state inspection stickers.
Todd, that's a lot of trucks.
Told you, at Tarver Ford, exit 21 in Sulphur. Give us a chance to earn your business.
If you've got your crew in Miller Lite, you've got Miller time.
Hey, can we get a round of Miller Lite?
Sorry, just ran out. Something else?
Come on, really?
But what if one of your crew is Chuck Liddell?
Hello? Hey. We don't have a reservation.
Right this way. Welcome. Welcome. Sure wish we could play.
Here you go. There. Thank you. Thanks. We'd like to use flash photography.
That's not a problem.
We'd like to ride a dolphin. We'd love to sit closer.
It's not just a good time, it's Miller time.
Big Easy got the flavor, so easy to share. Always a crowd pleaser, easy to prepare. Big Easy, you always taste so good. You got Louisiana flavor, wrapped up so tight. Pick up some Big Easy foods tonight. Introducing Big Easy Foods in stores now.
All right, welcome back. All right, we know Les Miles being on Sound Off 60, along with Johnny Jones and Nikki Caldwell, is big news, right?
Yes, it
May
is.
6th on Monday, Les Miles on the show. We've been working on this for
Quite some time.
I don't know, 8 years, but we
Yeah,
finally
at least.
corral Miles to get on the
least.
show.
He knows I'll be here, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He may see you and walk out. I don't know.
He'll be surprised. To see
Maybe
Screw
not
like
as
that.
big when it comes to LSU fans, but pretty doggone big is Party by the Pool. And that's coming up Thursday, May 23rd. It opens off, it kicks off yet another fantastic
ready for
concert
that.
series here outside by the pools. And it's the Black Crows will kick it off May 23rd. But keep in mind, at Jack Daniels, the very next night, which would be May 24th, a Friday, Asleep at the Wheel.
Yeah.
Legends in that country swing kind of a thing. Tickets on sale now, so you can do a doubleheader. Black Crows and Asleep at the Wheel right here on the stage at Jack Daniels. That's going to be some great shows. All right, before we get into the overall, in the next segment, we'll tackle the Saints and their draft and a bit more in and out of the NFL in the first round and all that stuff. Let's talk about LSU's draft. Kiki Mingo does go number 6 to the Cleveland Browns,
No
and
surprise.
it was 18, I believe, Eric Reed to the NFC champion San Francisco
Boy, what
49ers.
a great team Eric Reed could go to. Are you serious?
Yeah.
He hit the mother love.
Yeah, the 49ers were stacked with draft picks. They were stacked with draft picks. But thoughts on those two Tigers going in the first round?
I think
Mingo going early.
Cleveland.
I mean, 6th
Cleveland
pick.
needs so much, but Cleveland needs so much help, Rick. I mean, what is he gonna do? I mean, save the world in Cleveland, please.
No, I
Look,
mean,
Eric Reed, still the draft. to me.
I don't know, steal.
Really?
Not in first
Really?
round. But
Take off the bias hat, please.
Frisco,
steal of the draft.
You heard it right here, guys. Frisco will win the Super Bowl next year, whether you believe it or not. Whether you believe it, I'm telling you.
Just by adding Eric Reed?
No. People that was already in place. He will add to that, Scooter.
Oh, yeah.
Believe me.
And I agree with you. I think Eric Reed is a long-time NFL starter.
He's a downhill.
He's not the steal of the draft.
But no.
Come on.
I mean, if he had gone in the third round, then I'd say he's a steal. But he's in the first round.
That's not a steal. That's
steal
heavy duty.
here.
I don't know if you.
That's heavy duty.
I mean, to me, Kevin Minter in the second round is more of a steal.
I'll disagree with that too. I'll disagree with that too. That's a good second to third
loaded up on
the I think the Vikings should have taken Kevin Minter in the first round as much as they need a middle linebacker.
You've seen a lot of it.
Even the Ravens.
You've seen it, yeah.
I just think he's
a tackling machine, and you need that in the NFL. You need that.
I think he can stay on the field all three downs.
Is he tough?
Yes,
good DNA, good genes?
Tough.
Okay.
Beyond that, the steal here, to me,
would be
the 6th round Spencer Ware.
Well, you're talking about LSU. Oh, you're talking about the steal of the overall draft?
No, I'm talking about among the LSU players.
All right, I got you.
Well,
He's talking about the overall draft.
No, I was using him for the LSU guys.
No, you backtracked.
No.
I think he was bigger than actually Mingo. I think Reed was bigger than Mingo.
Wow.
Seriously.
I think
you're the defensive expert.
I
disagree.
You don't agree with me on that?
Well, they all talk about it. To me, with Mingo, tremendous upside.
Yes.
He may turn out to be an all-pro.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's a slam dunk. I think he has got to add some weight. They had him come out and wave to the crowd at the baseball game. He still looks like a basketball player.
Yes, he does.
Not a football
That's
player.
what I'm saying. He's got to do a lot.
To me, Eric Reed is gonna play in the NFL.
Hello, Scooter.
Yeah. Okay, I'm with you on that.
And so is Kevin Minter.
Eric Reed remind me of another guy that
But
I'm
saying I don't blame him.
was LaRon Landry.
Yes.
That's the same makeup. That's the same DNA.
I'm not arguing that. He's not the
people,
steal of the draft, though. He went on the 18th pick overall. He went first round. That's not a steal. All right. Interesting. Talking about Mingo, I saw some great stuff. On the NFL Network, quick little sidebar. Warren Sapp, it was called Game Changers, was working with a lot of the defensive tackles. Warren Sapp's segment was obviously working with
some Warren Sapp.
Yeah, he's great. He is really good. Anyway, he talked about, and they were doing these little drills in Florida at that big IMG camp that they all go to down in Bradenton or wherever.
Right.
But it was interesting, and you know this, obviously you played the game, but 1 to 1.5 steps where these D tackles, and they were all first-round picks, were making moves to Warren Sapp and how he was able to, the angle that they used and how he was able to push them just a step or hair. He said, you know what that's called? That's a ticket to the game. In the NFL, that's a ticket to the game. Because the quarterback is long gone.
Yeah.
You're watching now.
Yeah.
It was this far.
That quick.
The angle on this.
For offensive linemen?
He was playing offensive linemen against the rush guys, against the D tackles and the defensive ends. With Mingo in weight, in speed, those big tackles, that's all they got to do is brush him aside. He's out of the play. Yeah.
And that's what I was saying.
Unless he gets stronger, puts some weight, and then really utilize his moves and speed.
Well, I mean, he's got that big
far,
wingspan.
folks, that far.
Yeah. He's got that big wingspan.
He does.
I'm not saying he was a bad pick.
No.
I'm just saying I would. And, you don't know what the Browns' needs were. I mean, I think, but there's a little bit of a gamble there. To me, Eric Reed's no gamble. He's going to play.
That's my point.
Yeah, I got you.
That's the point.
We would be remiss if we didn't bring up Theron Matthew to the third round of the Arizona Cardinals. Arizona is now what?
You cannot pronounce
I'm having trouble.
But that's
the Badger. Honey Badger.
The Badger. They got Arizona.
Yeah.
They're LSU of the West.
LSU.
Peterson, Minter.
Is Early Doucette still there?
They traded early, man. They got rid of early.
Okay.
But don't they have another LSU guy on the defensive line? Maybe he's a back. I don't know. They got a lot of LSU Tigers out in Arizona.
Let me say this, and one of the things that I got from a real close source, and you guys may know it also, that there was no fluke in Arizona taking Tyrann. You do know that.
What?
They wanted him. They got Peterson.
Let me tell you. Well, do you know where he was actually after the trouble he got into? Do you guys know where he went and stayed for 3 months?
Did you read my column Sunday?
Huh?
You read this in my column Sunday.
No, I got this from a person from LSU.
I
didn't even read it.
It's
funny you say that, Scooter. Scooter, it's funny you say that,
He spent time where?
That's the story. Scooter
He spent with Peterson in Arizona and in Florida.
There it is, right there. Scooter just said it.
Okay. Peterson Tyrann idolized Peterson when Tyrann was a freshman.
He had his number.
And Peterson was a junior. Took his number after Peterson left.
Okay.
And so yeah, I mean, he was, you know, for the Cardinals, that's a good pick because they have Peterson. Anybody else taking him that high would be a stupid pick.
Yeah. Hold that thought.
It's got a chance to work with
I want to get back. I want to get back
on
him in particular.
I
want to get back on him in particular. All right, we're up against the clock. After this next short timeout, we're going to talk to the New Orleans Saints and what they did. Again, smart people. Smart people. I think a solid draft. I don't know about the trade of Chris Ivory. Hang on, buddy. Okay. Hang on there, boy. Back in about 2, right here, Jack Daniels. Stay right here.
Sound Off 60 is presented by Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at Lauberge Casino Resort and by Tarver Ford, Douglas Parkway in Sulphur.
Get your free American Press app today. It's all at your fingertips. News, sports, advertising, entertainment, and video delivered through your Apple or Android mobile device. Capture the informative power of the American Press, Southwest Louisiana's premier source for news and advertising. Get your American Press app today. Download it for free through your iTunes or App Store. You'll love the look and feel of our newest digital offering. The app flawlessly delivers the local news most important to you in a new, striking layout. Get your American Press app today.
If you've got your crew in Miller Lite, you've got Miller time.
Grab me one.
It's Miller time!
But what if one of your crew is Ken Jung?
What's with the pig?
Wait.
No way! Look at pig! Did you teach him that?
Yeah, I did. Sorry I'm late. I came straight from work.
Man, this line's ridiculous. No joke. Ken!
I'm that guy from that thing! Give me one. Miller Lite. Man, hell, hey, wait.
It's not just a good time, it's Miller time.
Choosing your doctors and healthcare professionals is an important and personal decision, and one that you should feel totally comfortable with. Hello, I'm Dr. Trisa Guidry, and I'd like to welcome you to our clinic, where your health and well-being is our top priority. I'm a board-certified OBGYN and a graduate of LSU. My dedicated staff and I would like to invite you to call for a consultation and appointment. You will experience the trust, comfort, and medical treatments you deserve. We are Dr. Trisa Guidry.
So Philip, you guys have been here for 3 years. I see the blue tags everywhere. How's it going?
Oh, we've made great progress, Judd. We've got people coming from Westlake to Quincy, Hackberry, Vinton, even coming across the bridge in Lake Charles, Moss Bluff, and Iowa. It's not that far, and we really are having a great time serving them and seeing people respond to us.
So Todd, give me an example of what you got going on here.
Well, Joe, we got a $299 a month lease on the F-150 crew cab, and as always, complimentary lifetime oil changes. We've got a great group of people here working real hard to serve our customers.
So come see us at Tarver Ford, exit 21 in Sulphur.
All right, welcome back to Jack Daniels. Did I mention Les Miles was going to be here on Monday, May 6th show? Did I mention that?
Yes.
All right, LSU head coach
But he's
Les
going to be
Miles.
here, though.
Yeah, what?
He's going to be here.
Yeah, we'll have a special show on Monday, May 6th. Tune in at 9 o'clock, prime time, Monday, May 6th. Les Miles.
Does he know Kevin's going to be here?
Oh, he knows. He knows.
Yeah, and he knows you're going to be here. I've never met the man, so I'll enjoy sitting down and talking.
Scooter and I probably have a little bit of a rough time with him.
Look, I'm not an unabashed supporter. I don't have a man crush on Les Miles.
What you trying to say?
But I have come to his defense numerous times in the community.
We all have.
He has been bashed for an assortment of different things, and I still say he is the man for this job. But that's for another time.
And a lot of people will probably sit on the side of Les when she's on the show. He's a different guy. Away from all the cameras and away, he's a different guy.
I'm sure he's a nice gentleman. I just think he is he's a very, what's his word? Quality? He's a quality, uber quality head football coach. That's my thought. All right.
No, quality is.
Loves his players, though.
What's that? You're mumbling. What?
It's not quality is not his word, though.
Want.
Yeah.
Desire. Anyway. All right. Let's talk about the Saints draft. All right,
capable
is another good word.
All right, that's his big word.
Texas safety Kenny Vaccaro goes #1 in the first round, 15th pick by the New Orleans Saints.
Wouldn't you rather have had a corner? That high?
No. I got no problem with the pick. No, I got no problem with
they
the pick.
also think
You're not happy with Jenkins? I mean, Jenkins could hold it down until we find
I'm not happy with Roman
corner,
Harper.
though.
Roman Harper cannot cover anymore.
Jenkins is 230, Scooter. You better not put him on the corner. Jenkins is 230 right here. No.
Now, he played corner way back when at Ohio
State.
When
he was 100.
Yeah, no.
Go ahead and put him at corner.
Put him at corner, Scooter. Jabari Greer is quality. Okay, is he all pro? Maybe not. Patrick Robinson needs some work, but I think he's quality. They got rid of Johnny Patrick, who just drove me nuts. And there's more.
Yeah.
No, I think it was a good pick. Could they have used a speed rush on the defense? Yeah. Okay, yes, but they may have addressed that with this Rufus Johnson. They got Hicks in the middle, and they're going to a 3-4 and blah, 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 blah. No, I like the pick. I like what I'm, and look, they went for Arkansas Pine Bluff in the third round with Teron, I don't know. Teron Armstead, you're the name expert. Armstead.
Teron,
a big offensive tackle from Arkansas Pine Bluff.
You know, whenever the Saints seem to have more luck than anybody, you know, drafting from smaller schools. So I'm not gonna poo-poo
Tarleton State. Rufus Johnson, defensive end. Who knows? Are they the gems? Who knows? Now, the interesting little thing, and I'm going to get back to you calling me stupid last week.
Okay.
The interesting little thing here is, yes, you did say, well.
I'm not denying it. I just didn't remember.
I think it was a stupid comment. Yeah. No, I think you called me stupid.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, they wrapped and we talked about this last week. It was in the works. Chris Ivory to the Jets for a 4th rounder. Then they pair up their 4th round pick, send it to Miami to move up to get this John Jenkins from Georgia. And he is massive. Massive.
Look,
another great pick.
Just on
in a 3-4, you got to have.
You look back, the Saints have drafted, and this is no
a lot of Georgia guys,
and not many of them panned out. It doesn't seem like.
Yeah, Charles Grant was pretty good. Come on. Charles Grant was pretty good.
He was okay.
5, 6, 7 years quality on the defensive end. Go ahead, Kevin.
Why do you get rid of Chris Ivory?
Well, if you did not see,
I'm asking.
Clearly, he stated.
Peyton said, and it's hard to argue.
You didn't see what this guy.
They have.
Numbers.
They had the luxury.
Yeah.
I still think the way Chris Ivory, to me, you could have got more than a 4th round pick for it.
Yeah, that's pushed it a little bit.
But I guess if you look at it,
he's never rushed for over 800 yards though. It's always been 600, 700 yards.
But he's never been a featured back.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
But you know, have you noticed the trend? And it seems like every year, running backs are worth less and less.
Well,
what? Were any taken in the first round?
And before you go, because you know about this, obviously, and the Sean Paytons of the world, the Bill Belichick's, they want balance. Yeah. They want 50-50. They seem to be diminished in value, but they want to run the ball 50% of the time. It seems like a conundrum. What are you saying here?
I think what I'm saying is you don't have, I mean, look, Eddie Lacy, I mean, he doesn't go till
third?
Third?
No, Green Bay.
Second, maybe? Okay. He was punishing people, man. I
mean, those are guys.
Great offensive line.
That 10 years ago.
Well, the draft
10 years ago. 10 years ago, those guys are going top 10 picks.
Easy, Scooter.
Yeah. But I'm wondering, will a running back ever be taken in the top 10 again?
I don't know.
And you know, Lacy.
I mean, it's just a difference in the way the game is played.
Yep.
And I think you set up. You set up the running game with the passing game a lot more now.
You're right. I can't argue that.
And you can. I mean, the Saints are as good an example as any.
You're right.
I mean.
Run
we
by
still
committee.
don't know why they drafted Mark Ingram in the first round.
Yeah,
when all the 5th and 6th and free agents outplayed.
I know.
Look,
you know.
I know. That might have been the last one.
It's when you think about it, guys, and you say to yourself, it just blows my mind. Lacy, I figured Lacy would have been in the first round. I think he was the first round. I mean,
you're not listening to what he's saying, though.
But what Scooter's saying also is that it's getting to a point to where, you know what, if you're not that back that dual threat, you know, most backs you're going to find is going to carry the ball 25, 30 times a pop. But if you're not that guy that can come out the backfield and catch that little dump pass or either run up the seam and catch that.
Well, that's why
Adrian Peterson, he's just a freak. I don't see Adrian Peterson catching a lot of balls.
No.
He just runs.
Yeah, but he can catch.
I'm not saying he can't.
You want
but,
that back that can do all that, Rick, and that's what they're looking for right now because it takes away having another person to do that.
That's what the Saints had, though. They had that in Pierre Thomas, who's an expert at the screen, and Darryl Sproles.
Yeah, I mean, and where did they
not
get
so much
Pierre Thomas for? They found him,
Free agent.
you know, working in a hotel or something.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so again, they bundle it with the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah.
You know, and look, I liked Chris Ivory. Peyton valued, the word was, he valued Chris Ivory, but he had the numbers. He bit the bullet for the team and for the defense.
It looks like Devery Henderson's done with the Saints. I hate that too. But that's part of the business
it is.
that you have to balance.
I like Devery Henderson, but I think his time has passed with the Saints.
And I mean, I don't think he can play that. You know, if we reflected on Devery Henderson, he can't. The Saints were very, very patient. You know, his first 2 years, he wasn't much of a receiver.
He was dropping everything.
Yeah. But they were very, very patient. It worked out for them, too, because he turned into a really good receiver.
He did.
Yes, he did.
But, I mean, I don't know how many players normally a team would have had that more. I guess you'd have to be as fast as him and be as athletic.
And while we're talking about trades and everything, your boy, you mean to tell me that the Jets could not get a 7th-round pick for Tebow?
That's coming up later on in the show. We'll touch on that. Anyway, quickly.
Okay.
Grade the Saints draft. For need, fundamentals, practicality, what's your grade?
B-.
B-.
I mean, it's hard for me to grade them. It's hard for me to grade them when I've only heard of 2 of them.
I know. It's tough.
Yeah.
Arkansas, Pine Bluff, and Arlington State.
I mean, if this Vaccaro,
Kenny Stills, wide receiver,
safety, I mean, is he better than Eric Reed? I'm questioning it.
Okay. You're biased, but okay.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm with Scoop.
I don't know. Grade the Saints draft. Well, considering they didn't have a 2nd-round pick.
Yeah.
I mean, that
because
should
of
be
the bounty.
Yeah. You know, I'd give it a B.
I'd give it a B too. B+. I'm gonna go B+.
Okay,
I'm gonna go B+.
I was on the low side then. Okay.
All right. Coming up next, we'll talk about the NFL draft. All right. Minus all the red carpet A-listers, offensive tackles going everywhere.
Can you believe that?
Love those big bodies.
Those guys, I mean,
man. Back in 2 right here at Jack Daniels.
We are worldwide, 365 and 24/7 at soundoff60.com. Soundoff 60 is presented by Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at Lauberge Casino Resort and by Tarver Ford Sulphur. Back after this break.
Staying cool all night requires refreshment. And refreshment means Coors Light. Always brewed down to 34 degrees. With 2-stage cold activation and mountains that turn blue. All so you know exactly when your Coors Light is as cold as the Rockies. Let's get the night started. Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Welcome back to Jack Daniels. Reminder once again, LSU head football coach Les Miles, along with basketball hoop coaches Johnny Jones and Nikki Caldwell, will be here on the show at Jack Daniels. That will be Monday, special show, Monday, May 6th. So tune in for that. We'll talk a lot of LSU football with Les Miles and basketball with Caldwell and Jones. And if you want to go country here at Jack Daniels, check it out Friday night. It's Robert Frith right here. It's going country at Jack Daniels on the big stage. Doing this, do they still square dance in country?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they still
square
do.
dance.
I don't think they do.
I don't think they square dance, Kevin. You're about as uncool as I am, bud.
I would pay to see you square dance.
Yeah, I think it's called that two-step slide stuff. I don't know what they do in country, but anyway, all right. Let's talk about the NFL draft. Look. The reason why I want to get back on your asinine comment that I was stupid last week.
I don't even remember what you were stupid
because
about.
I said, mark my words, in the
stupid.
first round, there will be a lot of trades and a lot of moves up, back, and sideways.
Yeah,
and what happened between 1
Why would
and
I
number
say
9.
that's stupid?
3, I don't know why.
But you had to be stupid for something else.
No, that was, Kevin, was that it?
I think that was it.
No, you were just jabbing me the whole night. Man, that was a stupid idea, a stupid comment. And I called you an idiot, and that's not, anyway. What happened between 1 and 9, Kevin?
That's what happened.
3 deals.
Yeah, that's
3
what happened.
deals.
Yeah, we knew it was going to happen.
3 deals.
When you saw the
about
first
average, isn't it?
Oh,
but didn't you
and there was
feel-
more deals as
but-
it went
but,
down.
But, I
Look.
mean, didn't you kind of scratch your head when the first 3 picks were offensive linemen? I mean, didn't you
Were the
scratch your
first 3
head?
picks? No,
Well, that's no
defensive
fun.
end. Deion Jordan, defensive end, Oregon, goes to the Dolphins. I don't know about that pick.
The other 3.
I don't know about that
The other 3 were
pick.
offensive linemen?
Yeah, I mean, 3 out of 4 was
like,
offensive
what?
tackles.
Like what?
Lane Johnson.
Like what?
4, Luke Jokel to number 2, Jaguars, and the
I
Chiefs.
was like, man,
Another
like,
defensive end. It's number 8 before you've got a skill position player.
Yeah.
Eric Fisher,
Can you believe that?
Central Michigan. He wasn't even from the big
I
house.
don't even know who this.
I mean, probably a great player. Look, you don't go number 1 in the draft without being a great
They know
player.
something we didn't, Rick. But I was like, really?
There was a little bit of drama there.
that.
Who is it,
Nobody
Jokel
paying
or
it.
Fisher? Fisher or Jokel? Go either way. Either way.
And you know, when you look at it last year, last year was a quarterback draft. I mean, you get a lot of
Of course.
quarterbacks that went. But this year is like, okay,
Big
what's going to
bodies.
come up? And the one that came up, I didn't know nothing about him. Seriously.
DJ Manuel?
I mean, I know him now, but
I mean,
I
the
know nothing
Bills
about him.
could have got him in the 3rd round.
Who's that? The Florida State quarterback?
Yeah, EJ
that
Manuel.
was a head scratcher.
Yeah.
That was a
I
head
know
scratcher.
nothing about this guy. I mean, like, what? Are you serious?
You had to see him play last year. A couple of times.
Yeah,
Florida State,
I mean,
look,
he was very erratic, as I remember.
I may have, but I was like,
Very talented, but
You
very
know,
erratic.
the beef was the analysts, and again, I'm just repeating what the analyst said. I did see some games, and I saw they had an offense that basically he worked from one quadrant of the field, and that was it. It wasn't this, it was this. I mean, that's where his eyes, that's where his progression was. This side or this side.
And
that's the Seminole offense. He wasn't doing progression from across the field, but he says, interview, he said, I want to do it, and I love that. He says it gives me more options. That's a reach by Buffalo. I'm sorry, it's a reach.
That is big time.
Well, particularly with that high of a pick.
I know.
Ooh, 14? 14?
I was blown away at that one,
You had to feel, we talked about this last week.
Yeah.
You had to feel for Geno Smith.
Look,
and Manti Te'o,
why don't you
especially
take,
Geno
Why don't you
Smith.
take the kids out of that?
I mean,
yeah, but I don't know.
That's embarrassing.
Well, I think they're talking about that now.
You're sitting
But
there, and you know the camera's on you.
I still think
what
it's
else can
funny.
Come on,
Thank
man,
goodness for
give me a break.
iPads and touchscreens, because what else is a guy going to do? What else is he going to do? Sit there and look at the ceiling, and I really felt for the
But
kid.
I don't know what they were doing there. It wasn't any secret. Nobody
you
said
thought
they
that
were
he was gonna-
slam dunk
Well,
No.
top 20 picks.
No.
Right,
Neither
Scooter,
one
but-
of them.
Manti Te'o?
No.
No. But
Neither one
he
of
was
them.
more so. Te'o was more of a late first rounder
No.
than Geno Smith.
Not
Oh,
after
yes.
the Bama game, no.
Oh, he was.
There was-
No,
there was-
for
there-
need.
after the Bama
For
game.
need. For need. There was still.
But there was talk that somebody might surprise you and take a flyer on Geno. But nobody was saying he was a surefire first round pick.
But he's there.
I mean,
He's there, and he's a
when he
quarterback
came out,
with a lot of
Well, I'm
numbers.
gonna tell you what put him up there, Scooter. When he first came out, he was touted to be the guy that would probably win the Heisman. We all know that.
For the first 5 games.
He fell off.
Yeah.
He fell off. But toward the end, he kind of came back a little bit. He came back kind of strong. He did.
You know what?
Toward
You know
the
what? A
end.
key stat that I read about in his career: 33 fumbles.
Yeah. Well,
33.
Well, did you see Gruden's
You
interview
just
with
don't
him?
turn the ball
But
over.
did you see Gruden's interview with him?
I did see part of it. Yeah.
Gruden said, son, let me just say these words to you. You're going to be a heck of an NFL quarterback, but your ball skills are horrible. He told him.
Yeah.
I mean, he told
Les
him.
Miles would have
I mean, he told him.
33
33 fumbles? Les Miles would have kneecapped him.
My God. All right. You talked about Eric Reed, and I know you are going to
Rick,
ring
that
the
is a
bell
heck
on me.
of a-
You are going to ring the bell.
This boy
the
is
steal of the draft?
No, I didn't say
The steal
that.
of the draft
No, he's
was
not
Notre
that.
Dame tight end Tyler Eifert to Cincinnati.
What round?
First round,
round was he?
first
No, I
round,
don't think there are
21st
any-
pick. That's the
I
steal
don't
of
know.
the first round.
I don't know if there are any steals in the first
But
round.
that's a great pick.
But
That's
you know why? Why?
Think about what the tight ends are doing
That's
in the
the
NFL.
offense nowadays.
Of
Rick.
course.
That's Rick. You're putting big bodies on small bodies.
That's right.
That's what they're doing, Rick. So
You didn't ring the bell on me because
I
it was
did.
Notre
No,
Dame?
it was a good one.
I thought sure it was just.
I
Well,
thought
he's
you
a
could bring
great
up
player.
Manti. But look, let me say this.
I'm not sure how fast he
If you guys,
You watch.
if you
I
guys-
remember
You watch.
watching
Look,
one of Notre Dame's game. And this is one where he kind of broke in the clear. And I'm thinking, he wouldn't run that far in the SEC.
I don't care.
Shut him down.
I don't care.
You know, somebody would have called him.
Look, Rick.
I don't care. Jimmy Graham is not fast. Gronkowski in New England, he's not fast, but he get open and they make tough catches.
You're putting big bodies
and he's
on
a big
small
body. And he's a big guy.
Jimmy Graham has decent speed.
But he's not fast.
No, he's not fast. Look.
Well, not wide receiver fast, but he's tight end fast.
The team that I think got the worst pick of the draft, in my opinion.
First round or the whole draft?
Yeah, the whole draft, San Diego.
You go, man,
Man,
you are.
This boy, look, he's not going to be a junior Seau. Get it out your mind.
How ironic is that, though?
Let it go.
How ironic is that?
I know.
Middle
Rick,
linebacker,
look,
Hawaiian descent.
Wait, Rick.
Yeah, that's
Rick,
kind of ironic.
Junior Seau, what, 6'3", 6'4"? This boy barely breaking 6 feet. Get it out your head. It ain't happening.
He's got a lot of heart. He's got a lot of heart. He's got a lot of heart.
It's not happening. Because everybody's saying, oh, he's going to be another junior Seau. Stop it.
What did Mantel do to you?
Come on.
Nothing.
No, look, you can't compare a rookie to
but
junior
that's what
Seau.
people are saying.
What was the funny thing?
They
during the draft, they were dogging him about, the national championship game. And somebody said, well, he didn't play good in that game.
No, he did not.
No,
and then somebody pointed, yeah, but two of Alabama's offensive linemen have been drafted. And they're saying, well, all the ones he's got to play now have been drafted.
Yeah. It's a whole different league. But overall, Alabama's offensive line, come on.
Yeah.
That was a mini NFL offensive line. I say mini, not in size-wise. That was a tremendous offensive line.
All right. He knows
what
he's doing.
We're going to take a short pause. When we come back, we've got a whole lot more to talk about. LSU and McNeese baseball this week, Tuesday night in Baton Rouge. We'll touch on the Tigers and where they are. Number 3, up, down, 3, first, second.
They played bad.
We'll do that in about 2 minutes. Come right back.
Jack Daniel's Bar and Grill at Lauberge Casino Resort, home of Sound Off 60, and Tarver Ford in Sulphur. Give us a chance to earn your business. Round 5 with the boys coming up.
So Todd, there's Truck Month, then there's Tarver Ford Truck Month. What happens here?
Well, at Tarver Ford, you got 2013 XLT V8, two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive crew cab pickup trucks, $12,000 off MSRP. You also have 2012 model Lariat four-wheel drive diesels, King Ranch diesel at $12,000 off MSRP. And they all come with lifetime oil changes and lifetime state inspection stickers.
Todd, that's a lot of trucks.
Told you. At Tarver Ford, exit 21 in Sulphur. Give us a chance to earn your business.
Get your free American Press app today. It's all at your fingertips. News, sports, advertising, entertainment, and video delivered through your Apple or Android mobile device. Capture the informative power of the American Press, Southwest Louisiana's premier source for news and advertising. Get your American Press app today. Download it for free through your iTunes or App Store. You'll love the look and feel of our newest digital offering. The app flawlessly delivers the local news most important to you in a new, striking layout. Get your American Press app today.
Welcome back to Jack Daniel's here at Lauberge Casino. It's always time to eat in my house.
Yes,
and it's still time for great frozen shrimp. And if you can't go out in the Gulf and shrimp by yourself,
we can bring them to you. I promise you.
Big Easy, I don't know where I'm going. Big Easy Foods
I
can
want
bring
to
it to
see
you.
you get out of this one.
Oh, really?
We've got him delivering shrimp to people.
Well, born and raised here in Morgan City. It's the shrimp capital of the world.
Yes, it is.
Something stuck in my head. I was on a shrimp boat for a while. I'm not Bubba Gump or Forrest. What's his? Forrest Gump?
Forrest Gump.
Whatever. We did all that last week.
Gump
BigEasyFoods.com is where you can check out their full lineup of foods. But you go out to local retailers across Southwest Louisiana. Check out their great. It's called Gulf Wild Shrimp. It's caught in the Gulf of Mexico, frozen, processed in South Louisiana. And packaged in Lake Charles and sold. So support them. They got great products.
They do.
Great food. Big Easy Foods. We're talking fresh shrimp out of your freezer aisle. All right, guys. Couple of Cowboys go with free agent signings. Big offensive tackle Alex Savoy goes to the Atlanta Falcons, and Seth Thomas, cornerback, signs a free agent deal with the Washington Redskins. Seth Thomas, great genes, great DNA, big brother, Texas. Plays in All-Pro with the Seattle Seahawks, and we know how good they are. Wish those guys a lot of luck. Alex Savoy, look, in the context of McNeese, he's a big guy. But in the context of the NFL, he's right up there with, he's average, 310 pounds.
But he's a big boy.
Big guys indeed. All right.
But let me ask a question, guys.
Yes, go ahead, Kevin.
Has offensive linemen become that important of a commodity?
Offensive linemen and defensive ends.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was blown away. I mean, I was blown away.
Interesting you would say that.
Tackles and defensive ends, because it seems like that's where games are won.
There is, and I don't know if I buy into this. We've all watched a lot of football. You've played a lot of football. There is an opinion that you can take a good quality offensive lineman, let's say tackle, okay? I think the Saints have proved it to a certain degree. A lot of teams have proved it to a certain degree. Good quality technique, somewhat, good physical size. Teach them the techniques and fundamentals of offensive line play, tackle guard in the NFL.
Exactly.
And you can make a possible all-pro out of them or very good
and let
player.
me tell you what,
instead
Rick,
of going number 1 or number 2 even the first round.
And you're right, Rick, and let me tell you what, Rick,
I don't know if I buy into that totally.
And a lot of that depends on the type of quarterback that you have.
Good point.
That's going to be the key point.
Good point.
Because if you look at Drew Brees, that's what they've done. That's what the Saints have done. They know where to put bodies at to make sure where he's going to be, to protect him.
Because of the style of movement he has.
Exactly. So when you say that, Rick, maybe you can do that and say, you know what, we can move this guy and make him this, but we know he's coming here with this. So
versus an RG3.
Exactly. You got to have a guy that can kind of like can run.
Interesting.
You know, to be
Okay, get on the draft. I want to ask Kevin.
To run.
You talked about all these players, LSU players that did get drafted.
Yeah.
Well, there were 3 juniors who committed to the draft and didn't get drafted. Chris Falk, who I really feel bad for because he was going to be a second-round pick. I think he got some bad advice. He probably been better off coming back and showing he could play. Evidently,
Did he play at all last year?
He played the first game. It was the.
We talked about that. I don't get it.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
And Michael Ford, and of course, not unusual for a punter to go free agent, and Brad Wayne. But let's say you've done that. I mean, do you think they really thought they were going to get drafted, or?
I think. I would
of course,
say
when
yes.
you were playing, it was rare for a junior to come out.
You're right, Scooter, but you could tell. I think the advice of some of these guys like a Michael Ford, I mean, when you look at him and Spencer Ware, we knew Spencer Ware had a little bit of an edge just because of the way he ran. He was a little bit more
I think
violent.
Spencer Ware's got a chance.
I think
he's a prototype what the NFL looks for in a running back.
And just to say Michael Ford, I guess he could have. In his mind, it was like, yeah, I'm going to get drafted.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I thought when you said that Falk was leaning toward coming out and saying, he didn't play.
No.
He's coming off an injury.
Well, he got
hurt
in a non-contact injury the Wednesday practice after the season over. And, you know, it was fairly major surgery. And I don't think he was able to work out even yet.
Yeah.
I mean, he's okay now, but he's not anywhere near full strength yet.
Let me tell you, and Scooter brings up a good point. I can't think of the guy that's a running back for the New England Patriots right now that's the LSU guy.
Ridley.
Yeah. Stephen Ridley.
Where is better than Ridley?
Well, he's in that mold.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'd call him better, but he's right there with him. You're right.
Good point.
And you see how
they're very
good
similar.
Did.
They're very similar.
He's quality. He's quality. He's capable. He's quality.
He's got a chance.
Let's talk some baseball. The LSU Tigers will host the McNeese Cowboys Tuesday night at Alex Box Stadium.
Yes.
Cowboys are coming off a 1-3 weekend over Central Arkansas. LSU still strong. Didn't play very well. South Carolina played bad. Okay.
Here's the part I didn't get. Yeah. I mean, I watched all 3 games covering them.
Yeah.
And I felt like LSU had switched uniforms. Because what I had been watching all year was South Carolina doing to LSU. LSU not making the plays or making errors. Really not making the plays you'd been used to seeing them. I wouldn't be overly concerned about it. Yeah. That's a long season baseball, and you're going to have ups and downs. Better go ahead and get it out of the way now. But yeah, it's like they lost that little edge. But I felt like the teams have switched uniforms here. This is
refresh my memory. South Carolina again, are you capable in quality? Isn't it? That's a quality team. South Carolina.
I mean, South Carolina's good.
Yeah.
No question
Omaha
about
good last
that.
year, were they not?
3 straight years.
Yeah.
They've been in the finals 3 straight years and won 2
Thanks
of
for
them.
reminding me. Yeah.
So they've won 2 of them.
Yeah, there
Pretty
you go.
good ball club.
I mean, the Chickens can play some baseball too. All right, we're up against the clock. What's coming up next?
And if it had been just that, I mean, it's not that they lost to South Carolina. It's just that they didn't play very good while doing it.
I'm with you on that.
Okay.
Any hope for the Cowboys?
Yeah, baseball. You
Baseball.
can always
You never
win a
know.
game.
Let's hope that the Cowboys can, because they're on a bit of a slide.
Game. Seems like every year McNeese beats LSU. LSU wins the national championship.
Yeah, maybe that should happen. All right, coming back, final segment. Stump the Wise Guys, Tim Tebow. Stump the Wise Guys and Tim Tebow.
Oh, I was hoping we could get through this with no Tebow.
Did I bring
that and
that
more
up?
when we come back. Stay right here.
Did I bring that up, too? Did I bring that up?
Sound Off 60 is presented by Tarver Ford, Sulphur. Give us a chance to earn your business. And by Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at Lauberge Casino Resort.
Philip, you guys have been here for 3 years. I see the blue tags everywhere. How's it going?
Oh, we've made great progress, Judd. We've got people coming from Westlake, DeQuincy, Hackberry, Vinton, even coming across the bridge in Lake Charles, Moss Bluff, and Iowa. It's not that far, and we really are having a great time serving them and seeing people respond to us.
So, Todd, give me an example of what you got going on here.
Well, Joe, we got a $299 a month lease on the F-150 crew cab, and as always, complimentary lifetime oil changes. We've got a great group of people here working real hard to serve our customers.
So come see us at Tarver Ford, exit 21 in Sulphur.
Appreciate it, man. I'm a big fan.
Me too.
This one goes out to a couple friends of mine.
When cold refreshment calls, Coors Light answers. Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
All right, welcome back to Jack Daniels, wrapping it up with Stump the Wise Guys. They think they're going to stump the Wise Guys.
Yeah,
right.
not tonight.
Not tonight. The lovely Kayla and Haley has joined us here, the Lauberge Beauties. All right. Did you know what Les Miles is going to be on the show for Monday, May 6th? You football fans? Les Miles? You know who Les Miles is?
I know who Les Miles is, but I'm not an LSU fan.
Excuse me? Oh, Haley, head coach, LSU Tigers?
I know who that is.
Okay.
I'm not from Louisiana, but
That's
I do
right.
like LSU. How's that
well,
sound?
let's
Is
see.
that good?
Let's try.
He'll be here tomorrow
Let's
night.
That was pretty strong,
All right,
though.
all right, hold on, Haley. Above the Mason-Dixon line or below the Mason-Dixon line? Where you from? Above or below? We're going to guess the state real fast.
Missouri. I'm from Missouri.
Oh, well, we're going to guess it.
Just
I was
moved to the
I was going to
SEC.
say the Midwest, but I don't know if I was going to say the Missouri.
Yeah.
All right, y'all ready?
ready.
Who's up first? Kayla?
I am.
Okay.
All right. Question 1. The New Orleans Saints' last 5 #1 draft picks are still on the roster. Who are they?
One is a running
Mark
back.
Ingram.
One is a running back. Ingram.
Cam Jordan.
Well, they didn't have a first round last year.
Last 5. Cam Jordan.
What's
Cam Jordan, I don't know.
What's the big offensive tackle?
I'm thinking of the guy on the defensive line from USC.
Okay.
USC.
And you got
Ellis.
Ellis.
We're talking about the last 5 picks, so we're going back about 5 or 6 years.
Cedric Ellis.
Okay, you're talking about
That's
the free
3.
safety. The
That's
free
3.
safety. He was the first pick.
Jenkins.
Jenkins was the first round pick.
That's right, first round pick.
Yeah.
That's 4.
And that was a wide receiver. What's his name? That was a first round pick.
Oh, yeah.
Meacham?
Meacham.
Meacham. That's our 5. No?
Huh? Wait a minute. Wait.
Y'all take a go at the last one more time.
Shoot. Ingram, Jordan, Ellis,
It was me.
Jenkins, first round pick. Round pick.
Arrington.
Who? Arrington.
No, that's another wide receiver.
We're mini stumped. We got to move. Who was it? Who did we miss?
Patrick Robinson.
Who?
Patrick Robinson.
The cornerback. Florida State. Another
boy.
Seminole. The little guy.
You'll get
Dead.
partial credit for
Coming.
that.
4 out of 5 isn't
50%.
bad.
All right, Haley.
Okay, the Saints have drafted only one player from a Louisiana school as its #1 overall selection. Who was that player?
Oh, Scooter's got that.
Number 1.
I think Dalton Hilliard.
I'm gonna say
went
Dalton
to,
Hilliard,
No,
too.
but I think he went to second round.
No. All pro. All pro.
What?
Wait a minute.
Bulldog.
From Georgia. Who was it?
No, Louisiana. Bulldog. Come on. I'm testing you guys.
William Rowe.
Willie Woe.
Willie Rowe.
Correct.
First round. Offensive
You got
tackle.
it.
Yeah. Gosh, that's going back 20
Very
years.
good,
or something.
Rick.
Okay.
Very
All right.
good.
Back to Haley.
Kayla.
Haley's on.
Prior to drafting Texas safety Kenny Vaccaro. Number one, the Saints have only drafted 2 other Longhorn players with their first pick. Both of these Texas players were infamous in some ways. Who were they?
I'll let you do that.
Erxleben for sure, and
wait, what'd you say?
The running
Russell
back.
Erxleben,
The running back.
the kicker, and
the running back.
the dope
Ricky
Williams.
Ricky Williams.
Good job, guys. Good
Ricky
job.
Williams.
Okay, bonus question.
Right, here we go.
Right.
We've got it.
In the early 2000s, the Saints drafted back-to-back Georgia Bulldogs with their first picks. Name the 2 Georgia
I know
players.
who that is.
Charles Grant.
Come on, Scooter.
Charles Grant.
Charles Grant.
And who was the other one?
One more.
And
One more.
you said he was a defensive line failure? Yeah, you.
Charles Grant and
Got one.
who was it, Scooter?
I don't know.
If you guys can guess this, we'll give you the first one. So
Give me
then
the
you
initials.
stump.
Yeah, initial. Help us out.
JS.
God.
What does a sound alike? Last name sound alike?
That's too many hints. No, that's not fair. No.
Rhymes with.
Yeah, rhymes with.
No, that's the same
He's
thing.
a defensive tackle. You guys were on the right track with that.
Defensive tackle.
I'm off. I don't got it. I don't have it. I'm drawing a blank. We got stumped.
Josh something.
Jonathan Sullivan.
Jonathan.
Yeah, I wouldn't have got that.
I wouldn't
I
have
do
got it. I wouldn't
remember
have
him
remembered
now.
that.
But
I
I
do.
wouldn't have
Stumped.
remembered
You
that.
guys
Pretty
got
tough
stumped
tonight.
again.
Wow, kind of a stump and a half.
Yeah, that was
a stump and a half.
You guys go back 6, 7
Stump and a
years.
half.
Kind of get a little bit tough.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Kayla.
Thank y'all.
Haley from Missouri. Thank y'all.
Yeah.
The Show
You're
Me State,
welcome.
Missouri. All right. Wow.
All right. It wasn't bad.
All right, Tim Tebow.
Look.
Oh, do we have
Oh,
to?
We have to.
quickly, because I want to pay homage. Quickly, does he have a future in the NFL?
No.
He's-
And I'm just
the
gonna
Jets.
be,
The Jets
I'm
have
just gonna be
6
honest.
quarterbacks now.
I'm just going to be honest. No.
Is there
You
any
can't-
hope for
you
Tim
can't get a
Tebow?
Well, the
seventh
Jets
round
released
pick.
him today.
But
There
you
you
couldn't
go.
even get a 7th-round pick for him. You couldn't get nothing for him.
He really is a good quality guy.
He's a great guy, Rick.
That
He's
doesn't
a
matter.
great
Change
guy.
positions.
That doesn't play in
doesn't
NFL.
matter.
Change positions.
Being a good guy doesn't play in
Be
the
a
NFL.
halfback. Be a tight end. I mean, make a living in the NFL.
Quarterback is not his position. I've been saying that for years,
Well,
guys.
you know, it's
not
not
his
like
position.
this is a crime. He was a first-round draft pick. There
Yeah.
are lots of great college quarterbacks
That don't do well.
who don't project in the NFL.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
just
But he
you're
can
right,
play in the
one of them.
NFL.
You're right.
Well,
He can play.
Maybe
in
they
the-
keep saying that.
I think he can.
But I mean, do you
think he
really
can.
think he's,
But the
I
thing
he's
do.
an NFL fullback or tight end or
They'll
where are you
find
going to
him,
play?
He's a hybrid.
I think
He's a
I
hybrid.
think they can make him into something like an H-back, like Rick said, a hybrid or something.
Yeah.
But quarterback, no, he doesn't need to be under the center.
Well, look,
no.
there's a lot of creative things in the
I'll
NFL.
tell you, and this isn't his fault. It really isn't, I don't think. But I mean, one thing that keeps you from taking him now is, do you want all of that baggage where you're in the tabloids every day?
I agree.
I mean, that's
I'm with
why
you.
to me the Jets
I'm with you.
was
I'm
the
with
worst possible place for
I'm
him to
with you.
go.
All right.
To give the tabloid newspapers in New York
Oh, in
City
New York.
fodder
The
every
worst
day.
case scenario
Yeah.
for him to go to New York.
But it'd be that way anywhere.
I know that. Worse in New York.
Yeah,
Final
I
seconds.
agree.
I grew up with the voice of Pat Summerall. He really was
Oh,
the
yeah.
voice of the NFL. Passed away this past week at 82.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I mean,
life, though,
when
man.
he
He
and
lived a good
Madden,
life.
it was football.
Yeah.
On CBS and Fox. Anyway, the great Pat
They were
Summerall
probably
passes
the
away
best.
last.
They
All
were.
right, guys. Again, Monday, May 6th. LSU's Les Miles will be
Right
here
here.
on the next show, along with
Can't
Johnny
wait.
Jones and Nikki Cardwell. So it'll be purple and gold galore.
Yes, indeed.
Thanks for being with
favorite.
us. We'll see you at the games, everybody.
Sound Off 60 is presented by Tarver Ford in Sulphur. Give us a chance to earn your business. And by Jack Daniel's Bar and Grill at Lauberge Casino Resort. Sound Off 60 airs on Suddenlink Cable Channel 60 Monday through Sunday nights, 9 p.m. and again Saturday and Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Sound Off 60 also airs throughout the week on Communicom Cable Channel 6 at 9 p.m. across Southwest Louisiana. Check your local listings. Post your questions and comments for the boys and access our website links at soundoff60.com.